Our planet, a wondrous world, holds countless mysteries. It is a grand masterpiece, woven from marvels beyond imagination. We walk upon landscapes that seem to belong in epic sci-fi sagas. Nature has sculpted its own breathtaking masterpieces. These wonders are hidden on remote islands and within hard-to-reach terrains. Sometimes they are ancient human creations, long reclaimed by time. Today, a special journey awaits. Our mission is to uncover the top 100 greatest natural wonders of the world. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world, standing at 848.86 meters. Every year, thousands of people from around the world attempt to conquer Everest, despite the harsh weather conditions with strong winds and freezing temperatures. Everest is not only known for its height, but also for being covered in snow and ice year-round. Although it is the highest mountain, Everest is not the highest from the Earth's center. This mountain lies on the border between Nepal and China. Climbing Everest can take from 2 to 3 months. And during that time, climbers face many dangers, such as avalanches and lack of oxygen. Angel Falls is the highest waterfall in the world, reaching a height of 979 meters, located in Kanaima National Park, a site recognized as a natural heritage by UNESCO. Situated in Venezuela, the waterfall was named after American pilot Jimmy Angel, who discovered the falls in the 1930s. The waterfall, with its pristine and majestic beauty, attracts those who are eager to explore and love nature. The water falling from a miraculous height creates a spectacular scene, making it a highlight that attracts tourists from all over the world. The surrounding land is home to many unique animals and plants, enhancing the biodiversity value of the region. The Piman, an indigenous tribe, regard the waterfall as a sacred part of their culture and mythology. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, located in Hunan Province, China, is part of the Wulingyuan area and has been recognized as a World Natural Heritage Site by UNESCO. It is famous for its thousands of towering sandstone pillars, some of which rise more than 200 meters high, creating a spectacular landscape reminiscent of a traditional Chinese ink painting. The park is also home to various wildlife species, including rare animals like the gray snub-nosed monkey. The history and culture of the park are closely linked to the Tujia people, an ethnic minority who have lived here for thousands of years. They preserve unique customs, traditions, and festivals, enriching the cultural heritage of the area. The significance of Zhangjiajie extends beyond its natural beauty to its deep cultural and historical values. Pulpit Rock, also known as Preikstelen, is one of the most famous tourist destinations in Norway, attracting around 3,000 visitors each year. It stands 604 meters above sea level and is notable for its pulpit-like shape, which is why it is called the Pulpit Rock. To reach the summit, visitors must hike a trail about 800 km long, with a slope of up to 25%. Although not very difficult, the trail can be slippery and dangerous, especially after rain. The best time to hike is in the summer from June to August, when the weather is warmer and the days are longer. To protect the environment and ensure visitors' safety, the area is managed by the Norwegian Tourist Association. Glacier Bay, located in the southwest of Alaska, USA, is one of the world's most stunning natural wonders. The bay stretches about 105 kilometers and is surrounded by towering mountain ranges and over 1,000 glaciers. This area is home to a rich diversity of wildlife, including brown bears, humpback whales, and seals. Glacier Bay is part of the Glacier Bay National Park and Preserve, which was designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1979. The crystal-clear waters and majestic glaciers create a breathtaking landscape that attracts thousands of visitors each year. Summer is the ideal time to visit the bay, with warm weather and outdoor activities such as kayaking and hiking being popular. Antelope Island is the largest island in the Great Salt Lake, known for its pristine landscapes and diverse wildlife. The island is home to a herd of bison, pronghorn antelope, bighorn sheep, and numerous migratory birds, creating a unique ecosystem. The scenery of Antelope Island combines vast grasslands, granite hills, and white, salt-covered shores. From the island's high points, visitors can enjoy panoramic views of the Great Salt Lake, with the water reflecting the sunset in a stunning display. The island has a rich history, once inhabited by indigenous peoples and later used for cattle ranching. Today, it is preserved as a natural reserve, attracting visitors for hiking, wildlife viewing, and exploring its unique ecosystem. Machu Picchu is surrounded by the majestic Andes Mountains and lush green valleys, creating a landscape that feels like a heavenly realm. Situated at an altitude of 2,430 meters above sea level, it floats amidst layers of clouds, making visitors feel as though they have entered another world. The surrounding mountain slopes are covered with tropical vegetation, home to diverse flora and fauna, including the spectacled bear and many rare bird species. Machu Picchu is a testament to the incredible architectural and engineering skills of the Incas. Its structures were built entirely from stone without mortar, yet the precision of the cut and fit of the stones is astonishing. Walls, terraces, and temples are harmoniously integrated into the natural terrain. Notable features include the Temple of the Sun, where Inca rituals were performed, and the Intihuatana, an ancient sun clock used to mark important times of the year. Built in the 15th century, under Emperor Pachacuti, Machu Picchu served as a significant religious, ceremonial, and agricultural center for the Incas. However, after the fall of the Inca Empire to Spanish conquest, the city was abandoned and forgotten for centuries. In 1911, explorer Hiram Bingham rediscovered Machu Picchu, elevating it to the status of a global cultural and historical icon. This site not only showcases the advancement of the Inca civilization, but also preserves many unresolved mysteries. Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, covers an area of 582 square kilometers and is located at an altitude of about 3,600 meters above sea level. This area was once a vast saltwater lake before it dried up, leaving a thick layer of salt. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water covers the salt surface, transforming it into a massive natural mirror. Moreover, this area is home to rare species of flamingos and other bird species. Salar de Uyuni is used to calibrate Earth observation satellites due to its flat surface and strong reflectivity. This area is also famous for hotels built entirely from salt. Antarctica is the driest continent on Earth, receiving less precipitation than the Sahara Desert. Antarctica holds around 70% of the world's fresh water in its thick ice sheet. The continent has no fixed time zone, and researchers use the time zones of their home countries or the nearest supply base. With an average elevation of about 2,000 meters above sea level, Antarctica has the highest average elevation of any continent. Despite the harsh climate, the continent is home to penguins, seals, and various seabirds. Antarctica plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate and ocean currents. It is also an ideal place to study climate change due to its sensitivity to global warming. The Napali Coast, located on the island of Kauai, Hawaii, is famous for its towering cliffs up to 1,200 meters high and deep valleys. The rugged terrain means that the area has no roads, and visitors can only access it by boat, helicopter, or by hiking the 17-mile-long Kalalau Trail. This area receives over 400 inches of rainfall each year, making it one of the wettest places on Earth. Additionally, the Napali Coast is home to many marine species, such as Hawaii green sea turtles and dolphins. The majestic scenery of the Napali Coast has attracted many film crews, most notably for the 1993 film Jurassic Park. Summer is the best time for outdoor activities, such as kayaking or taking a helicopter tour, as the weather is favorable and the waves are calm. The Sahara Desert, covering about 9.4 million square kilometers, is the largest desert in the world, stretching across 10 countries in North Africa. Sahara is famous not only for its massive sand dunes, but also for its diverse landscapes, such as rocky plateaus, gravel plains, and valleys. Before becoming a dry desert, Sahara was once a tropical forest with a rich ecosystem, but it transformed due to climate change. A rare snowstorm occurred in the Sahara, first recorded in 1979 and again in 2018. Despite being dry, Sahara is home to many wild animals, including Arabian camels, goats, and other mammals. In addition, Sahara has about 1,100 plant species, mainly shrubs, creating a diverse vegetation cover. Trolltunga, one of Norway's most spectacular natural wonders, sits at an elevation of 1,100 meters above sea level and juts out about 700 meters above Lake Ringerdarsvatnet. This rock formation was created around 1,000 years ago by glacial erosion, forming a long and narrow sandstone ledge that extends dramatically into the air. Trolltunga is renowned for its breathtaking scenery, surrounded by towering mountain ranges and a crystal-clear lake reflecting the sky. According to Norwegian folklore, the unique shape of this rock is said to be the tongue of a giant troll that turned to stone when exposed to sunlight. With its raw beauty and remarkable geological significance, Trolltunga is a must-visit destination for those seeking to experience Norway's majestic wilderness. The Great Blue Hole is a large marine sinkhole located off the coast of Belize, approximately 70 kilometers from Belize City. This is one of the world's most outstanding natural wonders, with a diameter of over 300 meters and a depth of 124 meters. The hole was formed during the Quaternary glaciation periods when sea levels were much lower than today. The Great Blue Hole is part of the Belize Barrier Reef Reserve System, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its beauty can also be admired from the air, where the hole appears as a dark blue circle standing out in the surrounding turquoise waters. Mount Etna is the most active volcano in Europe and one of the largest volcanoes in the world. It has a long history of eruptions, with recorded eruptions dating back to 1500 BC. Recently, in February 2025, Etna erupted again, creating a spectacular scene with lava flowing down the slopes and smoke rising. This volcano covers an area of about 1,190 square kilometers with a base circumference of up to 140 kilometers, making it one of the largest volcanoes in Italy. Etna attracts many tourists who participate in expeditions, where they can witness unique natural phenomena such as the fascinating smoke rings. Mount Etna also features craters, calderas, and ancient lava flows, creating distinctive natural landscapes. Banff National Park, established in 1885, is the first national park in Canada and was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. It is one of the country's famous destinations, covering an area of about 1,641 square kilometers. Banff is home to towering mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and diverse wildlife. This area is known for its towering peaks and lakes such as Lake Louise and Moraine Lake, attracting millions of visitors every year. The town of Banff, located within the national park, is the highest town in Canada, with an elevation ranging from 1,400 to 1,630 meters above sea level. Banff stands out not only for its stunning natural beauty, but also as an ideal destination for outdoor activities such as skiing, hiking, and mountain climbing. In the autumn, when the leaves turn golden and red, Banff becomes even more enchanting and attracts tourists seeking to admire the scenery. Mount Kilimanjaro is the tallest mountain in Africa, standing at 5,895 meters, located in the northeastern part of Tanzania. It is a dormant stratovolcano consisting of 3 volcanic peaks: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. Kilimanjaro is not connected to any mountain range, making it the highest freestanding mountain in the world. Although it is not the highest peak, Kilimanjaro is the tallest freestanding mountain, rising 4,600 meters from its base. Mount Kilimanjaro offers a diverse landscape, from tropical forests at the base, grasslands, rocky deserts, and snow-capped peaks. Despite being close to the equator, the mountain still has glaciers at its summit. It is home to many rare species of animals and plants, creating a unique ecosystem. Mount Bromo, located in the Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park, is one of the most active volcanoes in Indonesia, standing at an altitude of 2,329 meters above sea level. The surrounding area of the mountain is called the Sea of Sand, a vast land covered with volcanic ash, creating a unique landscape. Bromo attracts thousands of visitors each morning for its stunning sunrise views. This volcano also holds great spiritual significance for the Tengger people, who organize the annual Kasada festival to offer tributes into the crater. The climate at the summit of Bromo can drop below 5 degrees Celsius in the early morning, so visitors need to prepare warm clothing. To reach the crater of Mount Bromo, visitors must cross a steep path and hot sand, but the majestic scenery is a worthy reward for all the effort. The Cliffs of Moher is one of the most famous tourist spots in Ireland, stretching 8 kilometers long and rising 214 meters high. It is located on the western coast of Ireland and was formed more than 300 million years ago. This landmark is not only notable for its natural beauty, but also as a habitat for tens of thousands of seabirds, including puffins and razorbills. With breathtaking views from O'Brien's Tower, built in the 19th century, visitors can enjoy panoramic views of the area and even spot seabirds living here. Cliffs of Moher is also recognized by UNESCO as a global geopark for its geological and biological significance. The Cliffs of Moher hold majestic beauty and deep historical value, making it one of the natural wonders that cannot be missed when traveling to Ireland. Plitvice Lakes National Park, located in Croatia, was recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1979. It is the oldest and largest national park in Croatia, with a system of 16 interconnected lakes divided into upper and lower groups. These lakes are connected by a series of waterfalls, creating a magnificent natural landscape. The park is not only famous for its natural beauty, but also for being home to many wild animals, such as bears, wolves, and deer. The lakes and waterfalls in the national park were formed by the deposition of travertine stone, creating a unique landscape. Spring and autumn are the ideal times to visit this park when the weather is pleasant and the natural scenery is at its peak of beauty. Salar de Atacama, located in northern Chile, is the largest salt flat in the country, covering an area of about 3,000 square kilometers. It is one of the driest places on Earth, with annual rainfall of only about 2 millimeters. Beneath the salt crust, there are underground water channels containing important minerals, including lithium, potassium, magnesium, and boron. The evaporation of water from these channels has created famous salt lakes, while also supporting a unique ecosystem with animals like Bactrian camels and flamingos. This area plays a vital role in the lithium mining industry, which is primarily used in the production of batteries for electronic devices. However, resource extraction and climate change are threatening the ecosystem and the sustainable development of this region. The Norwegian fjords, one of the most famous natural wonders of Europe, stretch along the west coast of Norway and include hundreds of fjords with breathtaking landscapes that touch the soul. Formed by millions of years of glaciation, these deep fjords stand as a testament to nature's wondrous power, with stark cliffs rising sharply against the blue sky and clear waters. Fjords like Geirangafjord and Sognafjord not only attract visitors with their natural beauty, but also with their rich ecosystems, from cascading waterfalls to lush surrounding forests. The beauty of these fjords has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, affirming their significant cultural and scientific importance. These fjords also bear witness to history, from the Viking era to the present day, continuing to play an important role in the lives of the Norwegian people. Grand Canyon is one of the most famous natural wonders in the world, stretching about 446 kilometers long and 1.6 kilometers deep. The Colorado River shaped this canyon over the course of 5 to 6 million years, creating one of the largest geological marvels. It covers an area of 5,000 square kilometers and contains rock layers dating back up to 2 billion years, providing insights into Earth's history. With more than 1,500 plant species and 300 animal species, Grand Canyon is a rich and diverse ecosystem. Grand Canyon stands out because it can be seen from space due to the distinct color variations of its rock layers. It is one of the first national parks of the United States, established in 1919. Victoria Falls is one of the largest and most famous waterfalls in the world, standing 108 meters tall and 1,708 meters wide. Each second, the waterfall drops about 1 million liters of water, creating a magnificent sight. The falls were discovered in 1855 by explorer David Livingstone and named after Queen Victoria of England. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1989. The waterfall is located on the border between Zimbabwe and Zambia and can be seen from several kilometers away. The mist from the falls can create rainbows when light shines through. Halong Bay, located in Quang Ninh Province, Vietnam, is one of the world's famous natural wonders with more than 1,900 large and small islands. Halong Bay was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1994 and re-recognized in 2000 for its geological and geomorphological significance. The bay has a tropical monsoon climate with an average annual temperature ranging from 15 to 25 degrees and an average rainfall of 1,800–2,200 mm. It is an attractive tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors each year, with activities such as boat tours, exploring caves, and visiting beaches. Halong Bay is also famous for its diverse ecosystem, home to many marine species and fascinating cave systems. Serengeti migration is one of the most impressive animal migrations in the world, with over 1.5 million wildebeests participating every year. This migration lasts throughout the year and mainly aims to find food and water during the dry season. Besides wildebeests, zebras, and other herbivores also join the migration journey. Lions, leopards, and crocodiles follow the migration to hunt prey, creating a dramatic ecological chain. This migration is not only crucial for the animals involved, but also for the Serengeti ecosystem, maintaining natural balance. The migration journey spans thousands of kilometers, and during this process, thousands of wildebeests are hunted. The migration also provides opportunities for many species to reproduce, contributing to biodiversity. The Maldives consists of about 1,200 small islands, but only around 200 islands are inhabited. The country has around 26 atolls, which are prominent coral structures that make up most of the country's area. With an average elevation of just about 1.5 meters above sea level, the Maldives is the lowest country in the world. The surrounding sea is very clear, making it an ideal place for activities like diving and snorkeling. Overwater resorts are a popular destination for tourists. The Maldives is home to over 2,000 species of fish, including many brightly colored tropical species. A fascinating phenomenon here is the glowing beaches at night due to bioluminescent microorganisms. Wadi Rum, also known as the Valley of the Moon, is one of the most famous landmarks in Jordan. covering an area of approximately 7,200 hectares, nearly the size of New York City. Wadi Rum stands out with its unique landscape, including towering sandstone and granite cliffs, vibrant red sand dunes, and strange rock formations, earning it the nickname Mars on Earth. It is also home to the Bedouin community, traditional nomads of the Middle East. With a harsh desert climate, daytime temperatures can rise to 37 degrees Celsius and drop below degrees Celsius at night. Yet Wadi Rum continues to attract millions of visitors each year. Activities like jeep rides, camel trekking, rock climbing, and camping under a starry sky make it an exciting destination. Furthermore, it is home to many rare wildlife species, such as camels without humps and desert foxes. The northern lights occur when electrically charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's magnetic field, creating beautiful, colorful streaks of light. This phenomenon primarily occurs near the Arctic regions, especially during winter when the nights are long and the sky is dark. The northern lights can have different colors such as green, red, purple, and yellow, depending on the type of gas and altitude at which the charged particles interact. This phenomenon can last from a few minutes to several hours and is most visible around midnight. The particles from the sun take about 1 to 3 days to reach Earth and cause this phenomenon. The northern lights can be seen at latitudes between 60 and 75 degrees north and attract millions of visitors every year. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is a massive sandstone monolith located in Australia's Red Centre within the Northern Territory. It rises 348 meters above the surrounding plain and has a circumference of approximately 9.4 kilometers. Uluru holds deep cultural and spiritual significance for the Anangu people, the indigenous inhabitants of the area. The surrounding area contains numerous springs, waterholes, caves, and ancient paintings, reflecting their history and traditions. The region experiences a hot desert climate, with an average annual rainfall of about 300 millimeters. The average high temperature in summer, December-January, is 36 degrees Celsius, and the average low in winter, June-July, is 3 degrees. Great Barrier Reef is the largest coral reef in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers and including over 2,900 coral reefs and more than 900 small islands. With an area of about 400 square kilometers, it is one of the most important ecosystems on Earth. Great Barrier Reef is home to over 1,500 species of fish and 411 species of coral, creating a rich and diverse habitat. However, this reef is facing threats from climate change and pollution. Great Barrier Reef has existed for over 25 million years and can be seen from space due to its immense size and distinctive colors. Mount Kinabalu, at 4095 meters, is the highest peak in Southeast Asia. It is located in Kinabalu Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its biodiversity and unique landscapes. Mount Kinabalu attracts many mountaineers, with the climb to the summit usually taking about 2 days and 1 night. Visitors can enjoy the stunning sunrise from the peak, an experience not to be missed. The best time to climb Mount Kinabalu is from March to August, when the weather is dry and favorable. However, visitors need to book permits in advance because the daily number of climbers is limited. The area surrounding the mountain not only has a rich ecosystem with over 6,000 plant species and 300 bird species, but also offers great opportunities for outdoor activities like hiking and nature photography. The Gobi Desert, located between Mongolia and China, is the largest desert in Asia and the 4th largest in the world, covering an area of about 1.3 million square kilometers. The Gobi Desert has an extremely harsh climate, with temperatures dropping below 40 degrees in winter and rising above 40 degrees in summer. Despite its aridity, the Gobi is home to many wild animals, including Bactrian camels, Przewalski's horses, and snow leopards. The Gobi Desert is also where the first dinosaur eggs were discovered in 1923, and it holds many important archaeological sites, including dinosaur fossils and relics from ancient civilizations. However, the Gobi is facing many environmental challenges, including pollution and land degradation, threatening biodiversity and the livelihoods of local communities. Lake Baikal is the deepest freshwater lake in the world, with a depth of 1642 meters and is one of the oldest lakes, with an age of over 25 million years. This lake covers an area of about 3,100 square kilometers and contains about 20% of the Earth's unfreezing fresh water. With a capacity to hold up to 23,000 kilometers of water, Baikal is an invaluable source of fresh water. Around 1,700 species of plants and animals live in the lake, many of which are endemic and found nowhere else. The area around the lake is also known as one of the most biologically rich regions in the world. In winter, Lake Baikal freezes over, but the water beneath still maintains a stable temperature, creating a unique natural phenomenon. Yellowstone Geysers is located in Yellowstone National Park, USA, and is the largest geyser system in the world, with over 500 active geysers. The largest geyser here is Steamboat Geyser, which can spout water up to 100 meters, creating impressive steam columns. The water spouting from these geysers can reach temperatures of up to 93 degrees, and the ground temperature in the area can rise to 500 degrees. These geysers do not follow a fixed cycle, making them unpredictable and adding excitement for visitors. In addition to the geysers, Yellowstone is also famous for its brightly colored hot springs, caused by special microorganisms that thrive in high-temperature environments. The geysers are most active in the summer, but can also erupt in the winter, creating a unique natural spectacle. Iguazu Falls, located on the border between Brazil and Argentina, is one of the most famous natural wonders in the world, with about 275 separate waterfalls. This waterfall is not only impressive in scale, but also in the biodiversity of the surrounding tropical rainforest. The most prominent feature is Devil's Throat, nearly 82 meters high, attracting millions of visitors each year. The Guarani, one of the indigenous tribes of the area, have regarded Iguazu as a sacred site, associated with legends about gods and mermaids. The existence of the waterfall is not only a cultural highlight, but also a center for conservation and ecological research activities, contributing to the local economy and awareness of nature conservation. The Giant's Causeway, located in Northern Ireland, is a natural wonder with around 4,000 interlocking basalt columns formed about 60 million years ago due to volcanic activity. The columns here are mainly hexagonal, though some columns have 4, 5, 7, or 8 sides. According to legend, these columns were built by the giant Fionn Mac Cumhaill to confront his rival Benandonna in Scotland. This area is also home to many seabird species and marine plants, creating a diverse ecosystem. In 2011, scientists discovered a stromatolite colony, an ancient microorganism marking an important find here. These unique features make the Giant's Causeway one of the most stunning natural destinations. Pamukkale, located in Denizli Province, Turkey, is famous for its snow-white travertine terraces formed over thousands of years by hot spring water rich in minerals. hot spring water here ranges from 35 to 100 degrees and is believed to have many health benefits. Pamukkale is not only famous for its natural beauty, but also for its historical value, as it was once the center of the ancient city of Hierapolis. Visitors can explore ancient ruins, especially the city of Hierapolis, which preserves many cultural heritages. The ideal time to visit Pamukkale is from April to June or from September to October when the weather is comfortable. Particularly, visitors can bathe in the mineral pools between the limestone terraces, enjoying a unique natural spa experience. The Galapagos Islands are one of the world's unique natural wonders, known for their rich ecosystem and special animals. Galapagos is the only place in the world where the marine iguana lives, a lizard that can swim and dive underwater. The animals here are not afraid of humans, allowing tourists to approach them easily without causing harm. The giant tortoises in Galapagos can live for over 100 years, making them the longest living creatures on the islands. Additionally, some animals here have the ability to change color for camouflage or communication with their species. Birds like the albatross in Galapagos can travel thousands of kilometers to search for food. Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan, standing at a height of 3,776 meters, located on Honshu Island. It is a dormant stratovolcano, with its last eruption occurring in 1707. In 2013, Mount Fuji was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural significance. Its perfectly symmetrical cone shape makes it a famous symbol of Japan. Mount Fuji is also regarded as a sacred mountain in Japan, where ancient Japanese believed it to be the center of the universe. The mountain can be seen from many places in Japan, especially on clear, sunny days. Mount Fuji is not only a natural wonder, but also an endless source of inspiration for Japanese art and culture. Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States, located in Crater Lake National Park in southern Oregon, is the result of a volcanic eruption about 7,700 years ago. This lake is particularly famous for its deep and clear blue water, resulting solely from rain and melted snow without any rivers flowing in or out. The native culture, especially the Klamath tribe, considers Crater Lake sacred, associated with legends of a battle between the sky and the earth. The lake and its surrounding area have been protected as part of a national park since 1902, attracting millions of visitors annually as well as scientists for research. The combination of majestic natural beauty and profound cultural significance makes Crater Lake one of the most important tourist and research destinations in the United States. The Amazon River is the largest river in South America and has the largest freshwater discharge in the world. It originates from the Andes Mountains in Peru and flows through many South American countries, ultimately draining into the Atlantic Ocean. This river experiences significant seasonal changes in water levels, which can rise up to 30 feet during the rainy season. This makes it impossible to build bridges in the area, forcing all residents along the river to travel by boat. The enormous water flow of the Amazon River can reduce the salinity of seawater up to 160 kilometers from the coast, affecting sea levels in the Caribbean. However, this area faces challenges such as deforestation and climate change. Mount Vesuvius is one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world and the only active volcano in Europe. With a height of 1,281 meters, Mount Vesuvius has experienced many eruptions, the most devastating of which was the eruption in 79 AD, which buried the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. The most recent eruption occurred in 1944, and the volcano is still considered one of the most dangerous today. The area surrounding the volcano has a population of about 7,000 people living in what is known as the death zone in the event of another eruption. The eruptions of Mount Vesuvius have created fertile land, ideal for farming, particularly for grape cultivation for wine production. The volcano is an important subject of study in geology, helping scientists predict and study volcanic eruptions in the future. Lake Titicaca, located on the border of Peru and Bolivia, is the largest freshwater lake in South America and the highest freshwater lake in the world, at an altitude of 10 meters above sea level. The lake covers an area of about 8,372 square kilometers and is home to over 530 species of aquatic life. According to Inca mythology, Lake Titicaca is where the sun was born, an essential element in their beliefs. Additionally, the area surrounding the lake contains many important archaeological sites. However, Lake Titicaca is facing environmental challenges, including water pollution and declining water levels, threatening biodiversity and the livelihoods of local communities. The Borneo rainforest, one of the oldest tropical rainforests in the world, is about 140 million years old. This rainforest covers much of the island of Borneo, located between Malaysia and Indonesia, creating a diverse ecosystem with thousands of unique species of animals and plants. The Borneo rainforest is home to many rare animals, including the Bornean orangutan, sun bear, and proboscis monkey. In addition, the forest is famous for its plant diversity, particularly the Rafflesia arnoldii flower, known as the largest flower in the world. The Borneo rainforest plays a crucial role in regulating the global climate by absorbing large amounts of CO2 and producing oxygen. Visitors to Borneo can participate in activities such as hiking, wildlife watching, and exploring the culture of indigenous communities. Mount Ararat, a revered icon for many ethnic groups, particularly Armenians, is Turkey's tallest mountain, reaching 565 meters. This mountain is not only notable for its breathtaking natural beauty, but also as the hub of numerous legendary legends, including Noah's Ark. Mount Ararat's terrain is also extremely stunning, with a year-round snow-capped top and slopes covered in historic lava flows that emphasize the area's rich geological past. Mount Ararat is a popular destination for visitors and adventurers worldwide due to the mystery and fabled legends surrounding Noah's Ark, as well as its spectacular natural environment. Australia's Daintree Rainforest, which is thought to be 180 million years old, is among the world's oldest tropical rainforests. This region is well known for its exceptional biodiversity, supporting rare species like the cassowary and saltwater crocodile. As a wholly and spiritually important rainforest, Daintree is also an essential element of the indigenous Kuku-Yalanji people's cultural legacy. Daintree is also intimately linked to the Great Barrier Reef, creating a unique ecology that connects land and water. The Daintree Rainforest is an important scientific study site that is a component of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is vital to studies of climate change and biodiversity protection. Niagara Falls is one of the world's most famous natural wonders, located between the borders of Canada and the United States. With a height of 51 meters, the falls pour down with a massive water flow of about 2,800 cubic meters per second, enough to fill 1 million bathtubs in a minute. Surprisingly, the falls are moving backward about 30 centimeters each year due to water erosion of the rocks. Niagara Falls is not just a tourist attraction, but also an important energy source, generating enough electricity to power 3.8 million homes. At night, the falls become spectacular with a $3 million LED lighting system, creating thousands of different colors. The characteristic turquoise color of the waterfall comes from minerals and microorganisms, while in extremely cold winters, the falls can partially freeze, forming massive ice columns. Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, is the highest peak in North America, standing at 690 meters above sea level. The name Denali originates from the Koyukon language of the indigenous people of Alaska, meaning the Great One. Denali is located in the Alaska Range and is the centerpiece of Denali National Park and Preserve, covering an area of about 24,000 square kilometers. It is one of the most difficult peaks to conquer in the world, with a success rate of only about 50%. The surrounding area is home to many wild animals, including brown bears, wolves, caribou, and various rare bird species. The climate in Denali is extremely harsh, with temperatures dropping below 40 degrees C and strong winds. Tianzi Mountains in China is a unique geological wonder formed from an ancient seabed 380 million years ago. The giant stone pillars, reaching heights of 400 meters, equivalent to a 120-story building, were raised by tectonic movements over millions of years. Remarkably, mist covers the mountain peaks an average of 200 days per year, creating a magical scene of mountains floating on clouds. Vegetation here has the unique ability to grow directly on vertical rock faces, thanks to special root systems and moisture from the mist. The stone pillars change colors with the seasons, from green in spring-summer to red-yellow in autumn, and misty white when shrouded in fog. When wind blows through natural cracks, the mountains create special sounds known as the mountain's song. The temperature difference between the mountain base and peak can reach 20 degrees Celsius, creating a unique microclimate, while the cave system inside contains underground streams that nourish the entire ecosystem. Great Smoky Mountains is a unique national park with its famous smoke phenomenon, actually created by over 30 million tons of organic water vapor released by plants each year. The area is home to about 1,500 black bears, forming the largest black bear population in the eastern United States. Surprisingly, a single ancient tree here can produce about 90 liters of water daily through transpiration. The national park contains over 2,900 streams, with a total length of more than 3,000 kilometers, and hosts the world's most diverse collection of orchids and salamanders. Temperature in the region varies significantly, with mountain peaks typically 10 to 15 degrees Celsius cooler than the base, creating climate zones similar to those in Canada. Another unique natural phenomenon is the presence of fireflies, capable of synchronizing their lights, creating a magical light display. Victoria Peak, the 552-meter mountain in Hong Kong, holds many interesting stories in its development history. During the colonial period, only Europeans were allowed to live on the peak, as people believed its cool climate was only suitable for Westerners. The unique funicular railway system, with a 27-degree incline, one of the steepest in the world, has been operating continuously since 1888 and underwent 3 major upgrades. Interestingly, before the tram existed, wealthy people would spend about 3 hours being carried up by sedan chair bearers. The temperature at the peak is always 3 to 5 degrees C lower than surrounding areas, creating a natural air conditioning for Hong Kong. On clear days, visitors can see islands up to 50 kilometers away, while in early mornings, the peak is often shrouded in mist, creating the famous Sea of Clouds phenomenon. Lake Victoria, the largest freshwater lake in Africa and the second largest in the world, covers an area of approximately 69,000 square kilometers and has a circumference of 440 kilometers. Lake Victoria's deepest point is 84 meters, with an average depth of about 40 meters. The area surrounding the lake is home to millions of people, primarily fishermen, and the lake plays an important role in the economies of the surrounding countries. The lake is also notable for its small islands and serves as a habitat for many wild animals, including crocodiles, hippos, and various endemic fish species. Lake Victoria has undergone significant changes in history, including completely drying up at least 3 times, with the last occurrence about 17,300 years ago. Despite these changes, the lake remains crucial for regulating the regional climate and supporting the livelihoods of millions of people living around it. The Dead Sea, located between the borders of Israel and Jordan, is the saltiest lake in the world, making it impossible for any creatures to survive in it. It is also the lowest point on Earth, at 400 meters below sea level. The water of the Dead Sea contains many health-beneficial minerals, especially the mineral-rich black mud, which is used in therapeutic and beauty treatments. The Dead Sea has no outflow, and its water evaporates quickly, leaving behind a large amount of salt minerals. One of the fascinating experiences is that visitors can float on the water without needing to know how to swim, thanks to its extreme salinity. The Dead Sea has been a resort and therapeutic destination for thousands of years. Everglades National Park is the largest tropical national park in the United States, covering about 1.5 million acres. Established in 1947, the park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an International Biosphere Reserve. It is home to many rare species, including the Florida panther, American crocodile, and West Indian manatee. The park features diverse habitats, from wetlands to mangrove forests, creating a rich and unique landscape. Visitor centers in the park provide educational exhibits and guided tours about the ecosystem. However, the park faces challenges such as invasive species and water management issues to protect the ecological balance. Jasper National Park is the largest national park in the Canadian Rockies, covering an area of about 178 square kilometers. It is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Canadian Rocky Mountains, recognized in 1984. The park is home to a variety of wildlife, including brown bears, elk, moose, and wolves. Jasper has a diverse climate, with cool summers and cold winters, making it perfect for outdoor activities like hiking, mountain climbing, and wildlife watching. Jasper is famous for its stunning night skies, being one of the darkest places in North America, ideal for viewing the aurora and other astronomical phenomena. In addition to outdoor activities, Jasper also boasts diverse terrain with high mountain ranges, clear lakes, and deep valleys, creating breathtaking natural landscapes. Wulingyuan is a famous scenic area in China, recognized as a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site in 1992. This area stands out with more than 3,000 narrow sandstone pillars, many of which are over 200 meters high, creating a unique and impressive landscape. Wulingyuan spans a large area of over 26,000 hectares and features more than 560 tourist spots. The area is not only renowned for its natural beauty, but also as a habitat for many rare species of animals and plants. The ecosystem here is rich, with more than 3,000 plant species and many endangered animal species. The terrain of Wulingyuan was formed millions of years ago through a combination of uplift and water erosion, creating pillars of rock and deep gorges. The mountain features 400-meter-high vertical walls surrounding its summit, creating an isolated world above. Remarkably, 35% of the plants here cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. The summit is frequently shrouded in mist, creating the impression of an island floating on a sea of clouds, where temperatures can dramatically change from 30 degrees to 4 degrees in just a few hours. The unique black crystal pools, formed from black quartz and constant rainfall, create thousands of small waterfalls flowing down the rock walls. Scientists continue to discover new species of flora and fauna and ancient bacteria here, making Mount Roraima a natural laboratory for evolution. Mount Timpanogos is one of the most striking peaks in the Wasatch Range, standing at 3,582 meters and attracting hikers and nature enthusiasts. This mountain features ancient glacial valleys, limestone caves, and waterfalls fed by glacial streams. The ecosystem of Mount Timpanogos is diverse, with conifer forests, alpine meadows, and crystal-clear lakes. In winter, the snow-covered peaks create ideal conditions for skiing and mountaineering. From the summit, visitors can enjoy panoramic views of the valleys and surrounding mountain ranges. At sunrise and sunset, the light reflecting off the cliffs creates a breathtaking scene. Yosemite Valley, located in Yosemite National Park in California, is one of the most famous destinations in the park. With an area of about 15 square kilometers, this valley is surrounded by towering granite cliffs, beautiful waterfalls, and a diverse ecosystem. Yosemite Valley was formed millions of years ago by glaciers, creating unique landscapes such as El Capitan and Half Dome. Yosemite Falls, the highest waterfall in North America, standing at 739 meters, is one of the valley's major attractions. The valley is also home to over 7,000 species of animals and plants, many of which are rare. Yosemite Valley also served as the birthplace of the national park idea in the United States, making it one of the most popular tourist destinations in the US. Kruger National Park, located in the northeastern part of South Africa, is one of the largest and most famous wildlife reserves in Africa, covering an area of about 19,485 square kilometers. The park is home to over 150 species of mammals, 110 species of reptiles, and more than 500 species of birds. Kruger is home to the Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, rhinoceros, and buffalo, attracting millions of visitors every year. The natural landscape here is incredibly diverse, ranging from vast savanna grasslands and dense bushveld forests to gentle rivers like Limpopo and Crocodile, where animals gather for water during the dry season. Established in 1898, Kruger is one of the oldest national parks in South Africa. Kruger is divided into 14 ecological zones, each with its own characteristic wildlife, creating a rich biodiversity. Lake Como, located in the Lombardy region of Italy, is one of the largest and most famous lakes in the country. The lake lies at the foot of the Alps and is surrounded by charming small villages and historic villas, creating a picturesque and romantic landscape. The clear waters of the lake reflect the images of the mountains and the sky, forming a stunning natural painting. The lake is also a perfect spot for outdoor activities such as boating, swimming, and hiking. The beauty of Lake Como comes not only from its natural landscape, but also from the rich culture of the region, making it a symbol of the perfect blend of nature and humanity. Fiordland National Park, located in the southwestern corner of New Zealand's South Island, is the largest national park in the country, covering approximately 2,607 square kilometers. This is one of the most famous areas in New Zealand, known for its deep fjords, magnificent waterfalls, and snow-covered peaks. The natural landscape here forms a majestic picture with lush temperate rainforests due to the large amount of rainfall, which can exceed 7 meters annually. Fiordland is home to many rare animal species, including dolphins, bats, reptiles, and endemic bird species like the South Island brown kiwi and takahi. Komodo Island, located in eastern Indonesia, is the only place where the Komodo Dragon, the largest lizard in the world, lives. Komodo is famous not only for its giant lizard, but also as a destination with wild nature and a diverse ecosystem. The island also features unique pink beaches, where the sand is a pale pink due to the combination of red coral and white sand. The surrounding marine ecosystem is rich in coral species and tropical fish. In addition, the tropical climate and the environment, mainly dry forests and savannas, provide an ideal condition for the development of rare animal species. Matterhorn, the symbol of the Alps, stands out with its nearly perfect pyramid-shaped peak forming a natural border between Switzerland and Italy. Formed from ancient rock layers, Matterhorn is not just a challenge for climbers, but also a natural masterpiece, surrounded by glaciers and pine forests that create a majestic landscape. The first successful ascent in 1865 by Edward Whymper, although successful, also ended in tragedy with the death of 4 members of the expedition, turning Matterhorn into a legend in the history of mountaineering. With its rich historical value and being one of the most photographed mountains in the world, Matterhorn continues to symbolize not just adventure, but also the sublime beauty of nature, drawing millions of visitors annually to marvel at its grandeur. The Black Forest, Schwarzwald, is a vast forested mountain region located in the southwestern part of Germany, in the state of Baden-Württemberg. The area stretches approximately 160 kilometers from north to south and covers about 6,000 square kilometers. The Black Forest stands out with its majestic natural landscapes, including high mountains, deep valleys, and dense forests. This region is also famous for its traditional towns and villages, where visitors can learn about Germany's rich culture and history. Additionally, the Black Forest is known for its famous handcrafted products like Kuckuck clocks and Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, Black Forest cherry cake. The area is also an ideal destination for those who love outdoor activities such as hiking, skiing, and cycling. Everest Base Camp is an important stopping point for mountaineers aiming to conquer Mount Everest. Everest Base Camp is located on the southern side of Everest, in the Khumbu region of Nepal. Considered one of the most famous trekking journeys in the world, the trip to Everest Base Camp usually lasts 12 to 14 days. This journey includes walking and resting phases to acclimatize to the altitude. The most popular trekking seasons to Everest Base Camp are from March to May, and from September to November, when the weather is favorable and the landscape is clear. At Everest Base Camp, visitors can enjoy a panoramic view of the majestic Himalayas, including peaks such as Lhotse, Nuptse, and Pumori. Goblin Valley State Park is one of Utah's most unique landscapes, featuring thousands of strangely shaped sandstone formations. These rounded rock pillars, standing closely together, were formed over millions of years of erosion, creating a scene that resembles an alien world. The reddish-orange Entrada sandstone, combined with changing sunlight throughout the day, enhances the park's distinctive beauty. At sunset, shadows cast by the rock formations create a stunning visual effect, making the landscape even more surreal. Goblin Valley has a semi-arid desert climate with sparse vegetation, mainly drought-resistant shrubs and cacti. At night, the park becomes one of the best locations for stargazing as the sky remains free from artificial light. Canyonlands National Park is one of the largest and most untouched national parks in the U.S., featuring deep canyons, sandstone plateaus, and winding rivers. The landscape here was shaped over millions of years by water and wind, forming red rock cliffs, natural stone pillars, and vast valleys. The scenery in Canyonlands changes throughout the day, with sunrise and sunset enhancing the red-orange hues of the cliffs. High vantage points offer panoramic views of the expansive desert landscape stretching to the horizon. At night, the sky remains free from artificial light, making it one of the best places to view the Milky Way. Canyonlands also preserves ancient petroglyphs from Native American cultures, revealing traces of civilizations that once thrived in this region. Dinosaur National Monument is one of the most significant fossil reserves in the U.S., located on the border of Utah and Colorado. This area is famous for its rock walls containing hundreds of Jurassic-era dinosaur fossils, allowing visitors to see direct evidence of a world that existed millions of years ago. Beyond its paleontological value, Dinosaur National Monument boasts breathtaking natural scenery. Deep canyons, multicolored cliffs, and winding rivers create the wild landscapes typical of the American West. The exposed sedimentary rock layers here showcase geological processes spanning millions of years. This region also preserves ancient petroglyphs from Native American cultures, demonstrating human presence dating back thousands of years. Factory Butte is one of Utah's most striking desert landscapes, standing out with its flat tops, summit, and steep cliffs. The mountain's unique shape was formed through millions of years of erosion, exposing layers of sandstone and ancient sediment. The terrain here is rugged and barren, creating a raw and distinct beauty. Sunlight shifts the colors of the rock throughout the day, from bluish-gray in the morning to orange and red at sunset. The vast sky and unobstructed views make Factory Butte an ideal spot to witness nature's grandeur. The deeply eroded ridges create a one-of-a-kind landscape, resembling the surface of another planet.